So what is the discounted value or the present value and the compound discount or the interest of a debt of $103,300 due 2 years from now if interest is 2.26% compounded monthly? Round all answers to 2 decimal places if necessary. All right, so compounded monthly, that would mean that, so let's go here, compounded monthly, it would mean that PY is equal to 12 and CY is equal to 12. All right, so let's input that into the calculator. Second IY, CY, we put in 12 and we click on enter. And we go down and see that CY is also 12. So we can quit from there. Now the next thing we have to calculate is N, and we use the number of years to do that. So let's just erase this bit here, the PY and CY, we finished that. And we can go to the 2 years, and N is equal to 2 times CY is 12, so it's really 2 times 12 equals 24. But what we will do is we'll put in 2 and then click on second, and then we click on N, and then we click on N again. So that's what I will do. So I go 2, second, N, N. And there we are. N is equal to 24. So we're finished with that. So let's clear this out of here. And then we can move on to the next part. And the next part is right in here, this 2.26, that is IY. So IY is equal to 2.26. So let's input that. We go 2.26. We click on IY. All right, so what do we need to compute? Well, we are computing, if we look in here, we need to compute this value right here. So we want to, what is the discounted value or the present value? So we need to compute the present value, and we need to compute the discount or the interest. All right, so let's do this part. But to get to the present value, we have to put in 2 more numbers before we can do that, and that is PMT is equal to 0, and then right over here we have this due in 2 years from now. So this number right here, the future value is equal to 103,300, and we might want to put that in as negative, so we'll get a positive value when we compute the present value. So let's do those, enter those or input those 2 items, 0 for payment and 103,300 for the future value. Well, let's make it negative, and we put it in as negative. Then we compute the present value, and that should be the answer for the present value. So let us get rid of all of this right here. Finish this part. So we compute the present value, and that turns out to be, so the present value is equal to $98,738.99. Okay, so that is the answer for the present value. Now, what is the interest or the compound discount? So let's clear out all what is not required anymore. So we have to take this present value, the compound discount, all right, or the interest. So the interest, let's do that now. Interest, we will take the future value, which is this. So it's the future value minus the present value. All right, so we have the present value here. and the future value. So this right here is the future value. So we subtract those two numbers. So we'll take 103,300 and we subtract 98,738.99. Okay, so with that we can remove this right here, and then we will get the result, whatever that result turns out to be. Right, let's go. So we have the present value there, so we can recall the future value, but we must make it positive by clicking on plus minus, and then we subtract and we recall the present value, and there we have the interest. So the interest is $4,561.01. So that is the, okay, let's make it proper. So that is the compound interest, is this number right here. So we had the, so that is the compound interest, sorry, compound discount or the interest, and the present value is this number, $98,738.99.